today we are going to discuss about typecasting. So this is the last class for basic Python, as we have step 1, that is basic Python, and step 2 we have advanced Python, and step 3 that we have elite concept, and step 4 that we have project. Okay, so we are going to complete by today step 1. Okay, so now let's go ahead quickly, and after that we can speak something. Okay, so what do you mean by typecasting here? So casting, that means you are going to like converting actually. Okay, converting we can say. And when you are converting from mobile to cast, you can do it for TV, right? So we are casting directly, we are uttering that. So which means you are using mobile, that same video, that whatever you are casting to the TV, that means it is displaying on TV, same content. So it means same process but converting into another. That means in technical term, converting data type, or converting from one data type to
Another type.
another data type, simply you can say. Okay, simply you can understand converting from one data type to another data type, that we can call it as typecasting. Okay, so what are the data types we have? Integer, then float, then complex, bool data type, and string data type. So whenever we are using converting data types, we should understand whether it is converting or not. It is not a big concept, even it is simple concept. As I already told you, whether it is a simple or complex, whatever, you need clear cut understanding about concept. Okay, so let's go and understand why we are going to use this typecasting. Means we will make simple process. Somewhere you need to change some values, okay, in between you can convert it in simple way and more save time. But basically when you go to, let's say when you go to supermarket, suppose your value is this, so how much you will pay? 9 rupees. But their records you need to show 9 rupees, right? Or else different process will be there. Okay, so converting one data type to another data type, we can call it as typecasting here. So first we'll do integer typecasting. Integer typecasting. So what do you mean by integer typecasting here? It is converting, from all data types to integer. I'm giving you. Okay, all data types to integer. That is integer typecasting. So how we will do? Whenever you are using anything, data type, name, and value. So based on that, it is going to convert. Because data type means you can say sometimes integer, sometimes float, whatever, and whatever value you are going to give, you can give it. So now let's see. Now take some value, a equal to 100.67. Now print of a. You can verify print of type of a. Up to now, what we are doing, we are just printing the value. Now b equal to, data type is integer. Whenever you are converting into integer, you can just type integer of what value? A. Okay. Now again print of a, and again print of type of a. So when you understand here, sorry, print of b here. Okay, after converting. Now what is happening here? We have value that is 100.67, that is float value, and it is converting into integer. So this is where you can understand typecasting here. Okay, you can do directly like this, integer of, integer of 100.67, but we don't use directly hard coding values in the program like this. So we need clear picture, and we need to assign some value. After typecasting, we need to assign that value, and that value we are going to print. So this is how you can able to understand what you can say. You can write it here if you want. So very important, float to integer. This is the process of float to integer. What is the next process? Complex to integer. So what is complex data type? A equal to, or you can say A equal to 3 plus 7j, print of A, and print of type of A. And what do you understand here? B equal to, now integer of complex value, that is A. Okay, now print of B and print of type of B. So what is the error here? Integer argument must be string or byte, like a real object, real number, or not complex. So here you can understand, we cannot typecasting, from complex data type to integer data type. This is the important interview question. That's what I told you. Even it is simple, but we should be very careful. So here you can we do typecasting from complex to integer? Yes or no? In Python?
Hmm. So,
Definitely no. You can take the screenshot, keep in error documentation, and you can just type in the chat box. Sorry. Um, how many errors you have completed so far? Can you please type in the chat box? How many errors you have completed in the documentation, Python error documentation? To be frank, tell me. Sir, I have not started. Sir, I have done. It is your genuine. I need, how many people are doing? Please type. So Chaitanya said 11 errors. What about all people? Come on. That Arnav said like 36 error. Vinod not started. Vijaya 8. Chinchaya not started. That just I'm asking. It is not like a, decision, right? Just I'm asking how many people will started or not started. If not started, you can start from today, because advanced Python is going. You can spend some time. Anyway, you are doing multiple practice. Just take the screenshot and keep in the document. Because so I see so many people are not started, man. So please start from today. Hope next time whenever I'm asking, you don't see these answers, right? Got my point? And one more thing I'll ask, the people who have started, Harinath or Chaitanya or some other people, Vijaya, like, and how you are going to remember. Are you feeling a great concept or not? Tell me after seeing that errors. Type in the chat box. No need to speak, because we will listen that their experience while taking the screenshot, and really people can feel like, okay, we are working employee, like a working employee, right? So how you feel like all people who are completing that screenshots and all? Tell me just in 2 lines, because everybody will watch it. Go ahead. We need to start again. Class, please go ahead very fast. Come on, everybody. How you feel? It is useful to remember wherever I'm getting errors. That is good or not? What about all people? Don't need to shy, man. It is where you are doing good process, and what is the problem to tell? Okay. So Chaitanya said yes, it's very useful. Okay. Vijaya, yes, it is good, good and help to know about errors. Okay, we can find it very quickly. Good. So guys, now second stage we can start, right? Step 2 in advanced classes. You will get more useful in the real time. Okay. For example, sir, what is the advantage of doing this document? Is one important advantage I will tell you. You are having like you have 600 lines of code, suppose. 600 lines of Python code. Okay. Now somewhere this error, whatever we have seen, this error, whatever the error, okay, just this error, you got it. Now you don't see these 600 lines of code. By reading this error, you will get to know immediately. That is the advantage. By reading this, you will get to know what is this error. Got my point? You don't need to see 600 lines of code. If you do error documentation, is that is the advantage. Okay, come back. So please start who have not started from today. Please go ahead. Okay, fine. That is like when we are converting from complex to integer, it is. Now what we are doing here, bool to integer. Now let's say a equal to true. Now you know the expected answer. What is the expected answer? Print of type of a and b equal to integer of a. Guys, what is the answer that you are going to get it?
1.
Exactly. So print of type of a, sorry, b. Now see here, it is true, it is converting into 1 in when you are doing typecasting in Python. Okay. Now whenever you are converting like a false, that is 0. It's a simple process. So it is converting false is a bool data type and converting is 0 as integer data type. That is what we need to understand about converting from bool data type to integer data type. Now we have string to, okay, string to integer data type. So string to integer, how we can do that? Let's go ahead here. Now whenever you are using integer of, okay, integer, or you can say a equal to India, okay, print of a, then print of type of a and b equal to integer of a and print of b and print of type of b. What is the error you are getting? Invalid literal for integer with base 10. That is India, which means we cannot do typecasting from string data type to integer data type. Okay, but we can do, or you can write it also. Can we do typecasting from string to integer? That is no. So which means here one is complex to integer and string to integer, that is not possible. Okay, this is what you need to understand. But when you understand, one more example, okay, let me take it after some time here. Same value you take, suppose if we have value 10 inside, okay, now it is converting. If it is number, only integers inside the string, it is considered, even though it is a string value, it is going to convert into integer data type. But when you are having a string value, that is alphabets and 10x, it is not possible. Okay, so which means here complex to integer no, and string to integer no. So that is what here integer typecasting. What is that? Integer typecasting. So I will tell you one thing. If you go outside like for interview and all, and people, they can say, interviewer definitely will ask this interview question. What is that? Can you please explain about typecasting, or what is typecasting? People will say converting from one data type to another data type is known for typecasting. Everybody will speak. Even second class student also will speak. When they are asking, can we do typecasting from complex to integer in integer data type, then your talent matters there. Your depth of the subject is matter. Out of 100%, only 5 to 10% will speak correct answers like this. So if you say converting from one data type to another data type, that is not selection of interview. That is only for knowing the concept or not. But finally, what is matter? Your answer from depth questions are important. That is the selection percent rate is very, very high when you answer this. Got my point? So that's why every simple concept is also very important. It look like a simple, but it's very difficult when you are not focused. Now we are going to do then again float data or float typecasting.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes,
Sir, even though string, whatever the you are mentioned in double quotes, it is treated as string type.
yes, it is string, but it is you can read it here invalid literal for integer with base 10 value. If it is a number or integer, and it is going to convert. Only data type change. String and integer in Python only. Okay,
Okay, sir. But you are telling it's not possible.
I am not telling
Sometimes.
here. See, I am not telling. It is Python differentiation I am telling. You got my point?
Okay, okay, sir.
Python is built like that. You
Okay.
got my point? So
Yes,
here,
sir.
why I'm mentioning Python is going to they have built the Python programming is like that. If we have numbers inside that, it is going to convert like an integer. If we
Okay,
have
sir.
any alphabets including that, it is not treated and it is going to throw an error here. Okay.
Got
Only
it.
changes means what? Only changes is string and integer data type name only. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are doing, you can think what is the value is defined inside that. Okay.
Okay. Sir, based on value, it will happen. You can tell me in.
Exactly. Based on the value, it is going to take it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. But
Thank
always you
you.
remember, yeah, always you remember whenever you have alphabets, actually what we can say, string means what? It is like now like India, Arjun, Ramu. These are the strings. That is, but I don't want to miss this concept also in Python is defined like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. No problem. So float typecasting. Now all the data types into float actually. So what you will do here? Float of value. Whatever the value you can pass. Now here float to integer. Float to integer means what? Now I am doing here a equal to 324 and 50. Let's say print of a and print of type of a and b equal to, now you can use float of a. Okay, then print of b, then print of type of b. Now you can see here float of b.
There is an integer you have to mention. It's mentioned floating both the sides.
Oh, sorry,
This
thank
point
you.
is like you need to
Only
mention integer.
324. Okay, 324 I need to mention. Okay,
So like you are converting from float to integer, no sir. The B point you have to mention integer, no sir.
no, 1 second, give me. So here a value, what is, sorry, integer to float, man. This is what first we need to change it from integer to float. First data type. Okay. Now integer to float means first you can give 324 and then print of a, print of type of a, b equal to float of a and print of b and now execute it. Yes, it is converted. Now see here 324 is integer. Don't confuse, okay, too much. Now 324 is given value is integer. Now what is the expected value? That is float. Now 324.0, it is converted into float data type. Got my point? Float typecasting means what? All data type values into float actually. You got my point? Here everywhere we are bringing into integer data type. Now we need to bring all values into integer, sorry, float data type. Now I'll give you one more example here. Complex to float. Integer to float is completed. Complex to float. You can directly use this one, guys. If you shortcut also, you can do that. So float of then you can say complex value. What is complex value? 3 plus 7j. When I execute here, same error. Float is not going to take it into complex value. That means here we cannot do typecasting from complex to, that's what I'm giving you clearly here, line by line. We cannot do typecasting from complex to float in Python. Okay, now float is already there, now complex is there. Now what we need to do? Bool to what is that? Float value. Now what is the bool value here? You can take it a equal to true. Now print of a, please understand this. Okay, print of type of a. Now print b equal to, now float into float, you want float of a, then print of b and print of type of b. So when I execute, what will happen here? Bool value. What is bool value? True actually. Now it is converting into float value. What is the float value? 1.0. Actually what is the value here? 1, right? So it is floating, means 1.0 it is converting. But here maybe it is 0.0 or something. If you are going to do like false, 0.0, that is converting from bool data type to float data type. Now what is the next one? We have string to float value. String to float value means what? You can see directly a equal to, you can give like 10 also, try it. Okay, or directly you can do float of inside 10 value, you will get like 10.0 as I discussed already. Now float of India. Okay, that is okay. Now you see here, could not convert string to float. That is the error you are going to convert. Now can we convert string data type to float data type in Python? That means no. Okay, so which means could not convert string value to float value. That is float conversion into float conversion. Now what is our next one? Complex typecasting. We are doing complex typecasting. Now all the values into complex, we are bringing into complex data type. So I will go very like straightforward way now, instead of going into different way. Now first, now into complex, right? Integer to complex. Now complex to integer is not working. For example, you can try, I will give you one example. A equal to 1 actually. So print of a. Now print of type of a. B equal to complex of a, and print of b. Now print of type of b. So when I execute now, what will happen here? It is converting from integer data type to complex data type. It is converting. So you can write it here, integer to complex. Yes, we are going to do that. But complex to integer, not possible. That we have done already. So that is throwing an error. So this is the interview question. Okay, don't confuse here, please. That's what I told you. Please be clear about any process. Now that is what integer to complex. Now what about a float, or you can say one more example if you want. Integer to complex here, 34. You can say 34 plus 0. It is converting into complex data type. Now what is next? We have float float to complex. Now I am going directly here. Complex of, I am just taking 3 actually, or 3.0. Okay. When I execute here 3 plus 0j. Now again I am taking here complex of 3.4. When I execute 3.4 to like 4 plus 4j. So here float to complex, yes, but complex to float, no. So what do you understand here? Float to complex, yes. Complex to float, no. That is what we need to understand. Got my point? Whenever you are taking float to complex and complex to float, slight difference, don't confuse. And now bull to complex. Now what is that next? Bull to complex. So what do you mean by bull to complex here? A equal to bull. What do you mean here? True. Okay, directly you can go, maybe you know the process of that. Okay, complex of, you can give true actually. What you are going to get it 1 plus 0j, it is converting. Now complex of false you can do. Okay, it is going to convert. Bull to complex is going to convert as typecasting here. Now again you can see string to complex. Now take it here. Complex of string value you can say 10. That is 10 plus 0j as we know, but we need to focus on this complex of 10x. Now it is going to error, something argument is some alphabet string. Okay, even complex of India, let's say, that is not, that means we cannot do typecasting, from string data type to complex data type. So that is what we need to understand exactly how it is going to work out with the complex data type. So integer, float, complex completed. Now what is here? Bull typecasting, right? Now we need to bring all data type into bull. So how we are going to do? Now in integer to bull. Okay, what do you mean by integer to bull data type here? A equal to 1 or print of a, guys carefully understand, print of type of a. Now you know the expected answer. Can you please tell me what is the expected answer? B equal to bull of a.
True.
Yes, you guys are right.
True.
Print of B, print of type of B. When I execute and it is converting from integer to bull data type, that is one value I specified, true is there. Now same thing I am taking here 0, as you know it is false, but here I am taking 123, again it is true. 0 means it is going to take only false, that is integer to bull data type. Okay, now you can see 0 0 0, then it is false. Only 0 it becomes false, remaining all value it is true only. That is what we need to understand, integer to bull. Now what is next we have? What is the next we have? Integer to bull. Okay, then float to bull, right? Yes. A equal to, take it 1.0, print of a. Now print of type of a, and B equal to, what is the next here? We are going to use bull of a. Now print of a, what is the value? Sorry, print of B. What is the value you are
True.
going to get it? Yes,
True.
you are correct. Print of type of B. Now it is true actually. Now I am taking here 89.76. That is also true. Just verifying if something value is present, that is true. If 0.0, then it is float value, then it is false, as converting into bull data type. So that is where you can understand float to bull data type. Again here, complex to bull data type, that is also there. You can directly use it like this also. Bull of 3 plus 7j, that is true. Bull of 0 plus 0j, that is
False.
false. Only its value of this, okay, imaginary and this. Okay, you don't get all these concept in the one program. Somewhere some logic is defined by the programmers, so that don't know which data type they can do typecasting. So you need to be well aware of this. So just understand here. And one more important thing is bull or, okay, fine. What is the next one we have? String to bull data type. String to bull data type means what? Bull of string means India. If some value is presented, that is true, guys. What is the result of ultimate result of bull data type? It is going to return either true or, and it is going to return either false, right? Now bull of, now I am giving some space. That is also, you can, space is also considered as a value. It's a space is considered as a character. That's why it is going to give true. Same value, bull of, now no spaces in the string. I'm not giving any spaces in the string. Now something is not there, that is false. Got my point? So just for understanding purpose, I'm giving you. This is how you are going to convert all data types into bull data type in Python. Now here, converting a string typecasting. What do you mean by string typecasting here? Now integer of, sorry, string of 123. It is string, okay. Now string of 123.0, it is string, it is converting into string. String of 3 plus 8j, that is converting. String of true, and it is converting into true like this. String of, then you can say a false, which means just all data types can typecast into string data type in Python. Okay, this is what we need to understand. For string means you can make it any value into string data type. That is where you can understand string to bull, or you can say, where is this string typecasting, converting into all, just converting into string value in a coded format. That's it. So this is how we can do typecasting from, like converting from one data type to another data type: integer, float, complex, bull, string. So whenever you are doing like complex to integer, float to integer, and it is not possible, like complex to integer, complex to float, but it is converting into integer or in complex is fine. So where somewhere you can focus, can we do typecasting from complex to integer? No, but it will reverse, it is okay, integer to complex is fine. So only few areas you can focus, because they will concentrate more on this. Simple they will give, okay, they will give like this. And can you please, like, you can see, one second. Now like just they will not ask like sometimes theory questions also. They will ask like I have value. Okay, so I'm removing this. I have value that is a equal to, you can say 2 2 and 4 r. So now can we convert into integer? Let's say suppose, okay, sorry, this is for understanding. Okay, that's question. Now whenever I'm going to do integer of a, now value error is there because some letter is presented. So can we convert into integer? They will give like this value. You just need to, yes, you can explain like what is scenario there. Okay, so that scenario you can do like this. Okay, if they will ask how you can say, you can show this example. Same error only. Okay, but we will go with a method, different method for understanding method. That's why it is not converted into that. Hope you are clear about typecasting, all of you.